God, grant me the serenity to watch this movie and ask the most important question. How did this get made? We saw Serenity, so you know what that means.
Schwarzenegger grow a baby in his belly, rock a rhinestone vest while ripping Justin to Kelly, or maybe see a burlesque show with Nick Kroll and take a boat with speed to hitting cruise control. J-Man, Big Paul in the beautiful June, gonna take you from the goob all the way to the room. Ran the games of Street Fighter, helped to blow off steam, just a sucker punch the odd life of Timothy Green. Sharknado, the birdemic, how we staying alive. They call it in the badass and he's on the line, cranking 88 minutes cause they cool as ice, cause a bad Jim Varney looking kinda nice. Paul and June getting literal, Jason is getting laid. June is making sure all the monkey shots getting paid. They judge a bunch of movies while they're making the grade. Here's a real question for you, how did this get made? That's a good look, Haru.
What's that smell?
Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to Matinee Monday. I'm your host, Paul Scheer. This is our weekly YouTube show where we pull out some old clips of How Did This Get Made episodes that have been behind the paywall for far too long, and now we're putting them back into our main feed. This is a live show from Texas with guest Nick Kroll. We were talking about the Matthew McConaughey Fisherman movie with the craziest plot twist of all time. Yes, he's in a fucking video game. This movie is so weird. It's like Moby Dick meets The Sims. But what is great about this movie and great about anytime we talk about video games is we get to hear what June thinks about video games, which is simply summed up as she doesn't like them. But let me not just tease that. Why don't you hear it for yourself? June, take it away.
One thing about this movie is it has a very big twist, and we'll get into it right now, but it's done as if someone saw a movie with a twist, and in the middle of them telling you about the movie, like, oh, fuck it, I'll just tell you what the twist is. like they don't wait for the proper moment to reveal it. No. It's like the narrator is like, all right, so they're dead. Oh, wait, you didn't. So, like, they reveal this twist so many times that he is in a video game.
That he is that the only real characters in the movie are the son and the Anne Hathaway as the wife and Jason.
Well, she's not real.
In the other room, apparently.
Oh, yes, okay.
Sorry, and I'm assuming in the other room.
Right, so there's only 3 real people.
The only 3 real people are taking place are not part of Plymouth Island, like the fishing community, where the other one was my favorite, was the radio station that's always telling you where you need to go next. Like, if you're in a video game and you start driving someplace, the radio station will be like, remember, you gotta get to the lighthouse before the ship leaves, blah, 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 blah.
By the way,
where's the lighthouse?
That literally is how I figured out the twist of the movie. I was like, sounds like a video game, like Grand Theft Auto radio station. I was like, oh. And then I was like, now I'm in.
So the young boy, who is Matthew McConaughey's biological son. Matthew McConaughey has died in the war. Anne Hathaway, his wife, has remarried, and the boy and Anne Hathaway are being subjected to such horrendous abuse at home that the boy has retreated into building an idyllic video game where he has created a virtual version of his father who is constantly trying to go fishing.
Right, because he has a memory of the one time when he was 3 years old that they fished, not on a boat, but on a dock, not on an island, but on a kind of mountainous area like lake. So he created something exactly not like that to relive it. And the video game I have problems with, because it's really just a bunch of mini games. It's not really a full game.
Also, that's interesting. I did not know it was a video game.
What?
I thought.
What?
Did you know we were watching a movie?
What do you mean?
I don't know from video games. I told Paul when we got married, you may never play video games in front of me, ever.
That was one of
told
her,
me-
that was your only vow.
She told me, what did you tell me?
You said, you will never play video games in
to
front of me?
me-
I do.
It's so masturbatory and gross to see someone play video games. And when Paul and I first started dating, I think you had a chair.
No, I had a headset on.
You had a headset. And I saw it and I said, get that out of my house. And you will never play a video game in front of me.
She said, there is nothing more unattractive than a man
playing a video
games.
game. I'm sorry, there
And
isn't.
then storm.
There's not a thank you. And by the way, it can
Is this
let it
why I'm
happen on-
single?
No,
Is this
I'll
it?
tell you about 10 reasons. Yeah.
Let it happen on your own time and on your own dime. I do not want to see it. So I don't know video games.
Wait, you want Paul to go to pay to play video games in some seedy video game place?
You want me to go to
"Don't
Diane Lane's house and play my video game?
Don't bring it into my house.
So what I thought, I didn't know it was a video game because I didn't see any of the video game things, all of the accessories. I thought it was like Oregon Trail, like a computer game.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you
I knew
understood it was a game.
Of course.
Oh,
It
okay.
seemed
I just
also
didn't
like,
know
and to
it was
June's point,
Yes, no,
it
you're
seemed
not-
like he was
Okay.
constantly programming the game and not playing the game
That's
because
why, yeah.
the
All I saw was
screens were
programming.
code. They weren't like, do. It
Yes.
was just coding. So is the game ever being played or is he just building the game?
That's the existential question of life. Hey man, as Matthew McConaughey himself once said, we're either building the game or we're playing it, brother. That's
If
life.
you're not building the game or playing the game, you are the game.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, the rapper the game.
Serenity is available now in your podcast feed, wherever you listen to podcasts. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, make sure you subscribe and follow and do all that sort of stuff. And make sure you do that here on our YouTube channel every week, another Matinee Monday. And now that the paywall is gone, we don't have a place for our old episodes. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with those soon, but we don't have a plan just yet. So stay tuned for all of that. We'll see you next time for another episode of Matinee Monday here on my YouTube channel. Bye for now.